Boy, oh boy, have you seen the price action after hours? I mean, at the time I'm recording this video, we are already up 2.3%. This is Friday. So when it comes to Monday, all right, things are going to go a little bit crazy, all right? So that's why in my previous video I shared with you today, I said that this was just the beginning. And this is, in this current video, I'm going to share with you why you should brace for something totally, I don't know. It's about Evergrande. If you didn't see coming, it's about Evergrande because we have another step forward when it comes to that company and the default process. All right. So we have this from Mr. Marco. Dr. Marco. C'est un docteur à la fin, so he's doctor. S&P. Standing for Standard & Poor's. We have three ratings companies. Those are the companies that job is to analyze your company, analyze your financial situation and business you're doing, and they'll give you a rating. They will give you a note based on your ability to pay back debt, kind of a credit score, if you will. All right. So we have Standard & Poor's, S&P, we have Moody's, and we have Fitch. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I think it was Moody's who was putting Chinese property giant Evergrande company into default, but it was only the first beginning of the process, all right, the first step. Now we have another S&P, Standard & Poor's, saying that they're putting Chinese property giant into finally the default, meaning it's over, people. It's done, all right. They already missed how many coupons for the U.S. paper, the U.S. bond holders, all right? So here is the full article on U.S. News. The poster child of Chinese property was officially declared in default by credit rating agency S&P Global, Standard & Poor's, on Friday after the sprawling firm missed a bond payment earlier this month. We assessed that China Evergrande Group and its offshore financing arm TNG Holding have failed to make coupon payments for their outstanding US dollar senior notes. US dollar senior notes. All right. Evergrande, TNG, this is, the boss of Evergrande, or the trustee have made no announcement or any confirmation with us on the status of the coupon payment so far, S&P said. So let me pause here for a second, folks. Let me pause here for a second. On marking post, you you have to read in between the lines here, people. What does it mean? Well, usually when you are a big firm, hedge fund, big bank, especially in the US, all right, because you have so much money coming from clients that you're managing, all right, and because you can also have bonds that you purchased, you can use that as collateral. I already talked about this a couple of times here on AMC videos. You can use those that paper, because you're supposed to get a payment. So it's not something, it's something that you can use to show that, hey, I have money coming in every single month. So based on this that I'm showing to you at my brokerage account, at my, liquidity provider, I can put this and in order get margin from you. But those firms, those hedge funds, Citadel and the others, use those credits lines, those margin further than they could actually sustain it, because the moment they started shorting AMC, we jumped into this and we bought the dip since the $2 all the way to 70s and right back down now. That's why you have more and more hedge funds going back down, because it didn't pay off, all right? It didn't pay off. They tried to hold for a whole year, and at the end, they have to return the money to the clients because it's not paying off. So that's what we wanted to start seeing for the little short sellers here. All right. So it's going to create that domino effect, because I bet you that a bunch of them are now like shitting their pants, because that senior note, all right, that senior note, meaning the US investors who were holding the debt from Evergrande, and possibly other companies, because Evergrande is not the only one, okay? Evergrande is the only property company from China being in the same situation. So it's a big issue, all right? So that collateral that you are giving to your liquidity provider, to your brokerage, is now zero. Waloo. Nothing. It's gone. So the next thing is, you're gonna have Ant Margin calling you for, hey, give me my money. Give me my fucking dead money. So that's what it's gonna happen next year. All right. Now, if you take a look at the options, all right. First off, congrats to all of you who made big money into the calls here, because this morning at the 20s, yesterday at the 26th, these were looking like worthless, all right? But based on this spike 20% move today, we are looking at 72,000 calls in the money already, and today was the last expiration day. So yeah, congrats to you guys. So going on next week, if I look at what AMC is doing, it's fluctuating between 230 and 2% after hours. So next Monday, if you count fear of missing out, if you count based on this news from Evergrande finally getting into default, it's time for margin calls to start hitting those guys and reality to sink in, and they will start falling little by little, especially with this current market setup. So I don't know what else to tell you guys if it's not just be patient. But we have to be careful, all right? We have to be careful on how we handle our emotions going to this. But let me talk more into this specific item on a separate video. So yeah, it's going to be crazy, man. It's going to be crazy.